Hey guys, I hope you're well and safe. So I'm about to share a video with you that has been inspired by some of the conversations I'm having with startups, solo business owners at the moment who are commenting and talking about some of the things that are going on in their minds about running a business. And whilst I'm over there imparting advice and thinking, yes, I hear you, I have been there, I get it, I thought that I'd share it here with you as well and hope that you equally enjoy it and can vibe from it and can learn something from it maybe. Let me know. But for the time being, let's dive in. So the first thing that I want to share might actually sound counterintuitive, but it's okay to step back. Because when you're running your business, it is so easy to give everything you've got 24/7 to your company, to your business, because you love it so much. And I get that. And I did that, and that wasn't healthy. So you've got to be able to carve out the time to breathe. And it's okay to step back, because the foundations that I've put in place in terms of when I started the business, the framework that I've got for my communication, it's solid enough for me to be able to step back. And as I say, to nourish, because then you can give back to your business. And the amplification of that, it's double fold, it's triple fold. It's just worth it, trust me. Related to that first point is the fact that I do not find it easy, and I'm not trying to win sort of sympathy votes here, but I don't find it easy to step back. So I'm getting better at recognizing when to step back, but when I do step back, it takes me a while to settle into that space back there. It always feels as though I've got ants in my pants and I've got to constantly be doing things. And I think that might be because of the 18 years I spent in industry, where I felt as though I had to be doing things and had to be productive in order to prove my worth to somebody else. It's almost like that. Here's a list of all the things that I've done. Aren't I great? I can keep my job, can't I? And I deserve that pay rise now, don't I? Is that an industry thing, or is it a female thing? I don't know, but it was definitely a me thing. So I feel as though because I've had that, I still end up falling back into that trope, really, when it comes to stepping back within my own business, even though I've got nothing to prove to anybody else. So yes, I do find it difficult stepping back, but once I do, gosh, I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy the freedom of letting go and the luxurious feeling you get. You know, when you can just absorb yourself into, for me, it's a book, and you just let go. And it's that freedom of floating. I can't describe it very well. I'm hoping you get what I mean. And it's amazing. And that's what I love. Because when I'm in that free floating zone, that's when my mind really starts to, in the background, it starts to kick into gear. And when I said before about coming back with renewed inspiration and ideas, that's when it happens. So I know that when I do step back, I understand 100% worth it, both for me spiritually and also for the business inspirationally. My next point that I've learned, and something that lots of others, like I said, that I'm talking to at the minute can relate to, is that just because you run a business does not mean that you suddenly know everything. I think there's this guru syndrome that kind of hangs around business owners, and they're looked upon as people who know everything. They have the answers to running a company at their fingertips. And when you register your company, they don't give you a pill to take that tells you everything that you need to know. And so I am learning how to accept the fact that when I come across something in the business that I don't know the answer to, that isn't a reflection of how unworthy I am of running a company, or it doesn't mean that I am less than, or it doesn't mean I'm stupid. It just means I haven't come across that particular scenario before. And it's okay for me to be able to lean on those who may be able to help me uncover that answer or find a way through. So I think that's really important. Just because you run a company doesn't automatically mean that you know everything. And talking about leaning on others, golden pieces of advice to people in business is find your network. Find a community of people who get you, who support you, who are non-judgmental, who are there to listen, who are there to offer their advice in a way that isn't judgy, and that is inclusive, and that they make you feel like you're doing all right. In fact, more than all right, but they make you feel like the questions that you're asking are normal. And not, why are you asking those sorts of questions? I shopped around for my community, and I've got a couple of different ones, but I shopped around, and I'm so glad that I did, because the people who run those communities, we have similar values and we have similar vibes. Not that we're, exact copies of one another, because I don't think that's always helpful. I think it's about finding communities that can also push you out of your comfort zone, those who will question you, help you to think critically about your business, but in a way that's productive and not vindictive. Those who will lift and raise you, rather than try to kind of keep you down there. I shopped around, and it was a bit like when I found, when you find a flat or a property to live in or to purchase, and you walk in and you get that gut feeling that that's the one, right? That's how I felt when I found my communities. I was like, yes, this feels right. The people feel right, the vibe feels right, and what I'm sensing, what I'm hearing, this is good for me. The other thing that I've learned is very, very easy, especially here when you're communicating on social, to compare your journey, your successes, your achievements in comparison to somebody else. And I think we've all been there, haven't we? We've all gone, oh my days. I am not where I need to be. I am less than somebody else. They've achieved so much more in a shorter amount of time. They're better than I am. They're more creative than I am. Why should I share what I have to share? It's surely, why would anybody want to listen? I'll just kind of curl myself into a ball and I'll stay here. I've been there. I've been in that ball. I've curled myself in. And it sucks, right? I get it. But the other thing that I've understood is that you set the pace for your own journey. You set the rules when it comes to your own measurement of success. It's not against anybody else. As soon as you start that comparison, it's bad. It doesn't nourish. It is not good. It is not fulfilling. It is draining. And you need energy for the business and for yourself and for your clients and for your audience and your community. So I always recognize the triggers, activate what I need to do so I can protect myself, and then I'm better able to preserve the energy that I've got, and then also come back into the world and come back into social. And that for me is just so much better. So those are just a few of the things that I've learnt. I hope that they've been helpful for you. If they have, do let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which bits sort of resonated most with you. Are there any other things that you've learned along the way? I mean, my list isn't exhaustive by any means. Share your thoughts in your comments down below. And also, please, if you found this helpful, share it on your feed, share it into your stories, share it onto your page. Just help me spread the word. I love talking to people who have had similar experiences. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.